This is the recap to the Nike presentation. Question number one: what obligation, if any, does Nike have to its third world workers? The first part of this question, I believe that if anything, they have a moral obligation to take care of their workers, take care of their employees the best they can. I believe that should be step one when you are employing someone and you are taking a person under your wing, or you are calling yourself a person's boss. I feel like you should care about their well-being and their family's well-being as well. Second part to this question: what is the rationale for this obligation or the lack of obligation? The rationale, I believe, is completely premature and inhumane. It's absolutely ridiculous the way that these people were living off of the salary that they were paid. And Jim Keedy even went overseas to Indonesia to be able to live that life. And even him, with a person with a natural build like myself, to be 6'4", 6'5", and over 210 pounds, I feel like it was very important for him to have nutrition, and he could not even pay for the nutrition, let alone anything else that everyone else has, like bath gel, like shower gel, toothbrushes, soap, working toilet. The toilets that I saw on the video didn't even seem like they had plumbing systems. It seemed like they were just sitting pots, which is absolutely unacceptable, especially for Nike to be able to allow their employees to live like this. Question number two: Jim Keedy said an extra $5 on the retail price per pair of shoes would provide a living wage for these workers. Should Nike do this, and would I support it as a customer? Absolutely. Yes, I would even support it if they were to charge us more on top of the shoes. I would probably buy more shoes, to be honest with you, to be able to make sure that I can do my part to contribute to help those who are in need, especially when they're working many hours a day just to try to get by. I completely understand and relate to it. What are my three takeaways from the subject? The first thing is, I believe many corporations are responsible for these same accusations. I don't think it's just Nike. I don't think Nike's the only company doing this. I definitely believe that there's more huge corporations that are doing this. Second thing, I feel like capitalism leaves a lot of people behind. That's what I learned through this video. When you think about the boss and what the boss is thinking about, the boss's job is to increase revenues and to make and generate as much money that they can, not only for themselves but also their employees. And this is actually one of the issues. Why are these employees receiving so much less than just the minimum wage in the U.S. to live off of $1 a day? I've never been able to even think about that. How many dollars a day that I actually use. But that's another thing. Is definitely, I believe that capitalism leaves a lot of people behind. The third thing is, what I got from this video is that the poverty we ignore is around us every day. Let this jacket have had a Nike check on it, and I'd be supporting pretty much the same thing that Jim Keedy was not supporting. Everyone walks around with Nike shirts, Nike shoes all day, and never really think about the amount of work that's put into those shoes, or the living structure of those who made the shoes. You're wearing the shoes, and if you just simply think about it, the person that made those shoes probably is not living a par lifestyle, and something that should just be, I believe, universal, is a par lifestyle, to have the main necessities. Those are just a few things that I got from the video. Question number 4: will I continue to wear Nike? Why or why not? Yes, I will continue to wear Nike. This is why. There's not many reasons why I would wear Nike after finding out these things, but the sole reason is only if I had no other clothes. So if I had absolutely nothing else to wear, I had no other apparel, then Nike would be the route that I go. That would be the only way. Other than that, I'll be choosing Adidas, usually, most definitely because our football team is sponsored by Adidas, so I'm provided a lot of Adidas gear. But it take that part away, and finding out these things, I'd probably still not wear Nike because of really the way the companies are ran and the way that the people seem to think about those people there over in Indonesia. If you look at Jim Keaty's video, not interview, which should have been an interview, but Nike's rep did not want to talk. If you look at the interview, Jim Keaty explicitly describes like the conditions that he went through, and even talks about some of the struggles that the people had to deal with. And if you look at the rep's face, he did not seem like he was really adamant about the issue. He didn't seem as if he really cared, and that would be a huge reason why I would not wear Nike, because of the people who are in charge and the way that they think. Finally, what is my talking point for the module? The one thing that I want to talk about is how well the people here live on minimum wage, as opposed to how well the people in Indonesia would live on minimum wage. Also, we want to talk about how the result would be. What difference would it make for the people in Indonesia to be paid minimum wage, minimum, and overseas?